Hello guys, and welcome back to Cult 44. We are playing another random studio game. This one is Survivor Dieland, which I believe is just a parody of their other games. And so, I mean, already their games have been kind of cheesy, especially like the Confession. So we'll see just how cheesy and silly this game is. Well, look what we have here. You look like you just crawled out of the wrong end of a shit heap. Not that there's a right end to crawl out of a shit heap, but you know what I mean. Anyways, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Bear Kills. I'm an expert survivalist and one bad mama jama. You may have heard of me through the grapevine, or perhaps you've heard my world-famous slogan. React, adapt, and punch it in the face until it gives up, or your hands break, and then punch it some more. That little tidbit of wisdom has kept me alive through an overwhelming amount of dangerous situations, let me tell you. Now, at first glance, I have no doubt in my mind that when it comes to survival, you are as useless as tits on a bull. With that being said, I've been wrong before. Not often, but very, very occasionally. I mean, I can't really give you any examples of when those times were, or what I was particularly wrong about. But I'm sure I've been wrong once or twice in my assessment of one's ability to survive. Well, you better hope at least. I have an idea. Why don't we just find out for certain whether or not you have what it takes to make it out here on Survivor Dieland? It will be super easy. I'll just ask you a series of questions and you can answer them for me. I'll take your answers and use my exceptional expert survival experience and analyze them. I'll tell you not only whether you'd survive in a dangerous situation that you might encounter in a place like this, but also what situations you could thrive in. Yeah, this is really just a parody of, what is it? Die or Thrive? Maybe it was Survivor or Thrive, but that doesn't make sense because the other alternative is dying, so I don't know. Now, don't get your hopes up. This island ain't for the faint of heart. Most people die within a few hours of setting foot on the sandy shore of Survivor Dieland. As a matter of fact, I'm not so sure whether they named it Survivor Dieland in the first place. Maybe they wanted to make it sound more appealing, and they knew if they called it You're probably gonna die a gruesome, horrible death in the hands of an inexplicably terrifying beast island, it maybe possibly potentially could hurt the tourism industry. Anywho, maybe you're different. Why don't we go ahead and get started so we can find out? I hope you brought your thinking cap and a nice big set of balls, or for some of us more seasoned survivors, watermelon-sized lady balls. 'Cause you're gonna need 'em. Let's get started, shall we? If you were starving high as fuck and had the munchies for Mother F, would you be likely to eat something in the jungle that looked appetizing even if you weren't sure whether or not it was poisonous? See, I don't like these questions because they don't give you enough context. Like, if it looked like a fruit, I would eat it. If it was like, like a leaf, probably not. I don't know, but I'm really hungry. Sure. If you were walking through the jungle for days without food and the first sign of animal life you came across was a tiger, would you attempt to attack it for its meat? No. Would you kill and eat your best friend if you had to in order to survive? Probably not. Are you the physically strongest person you know? Definitely not. Are you the mentally strongest person you know? No. Are you smarter than the average? I guess. If you could kill a random stranger to instantly become a millionaire, would you do it? No? Your favorite pet became rabid and attacked you. Would you be willing to kill it in self-defense? I was having this conversation with my sister just last week about how I'm that really, really sad. Yes. Do you enjoy eating meat? Nope. Do you enjoy eating fruit? Yes. Do you enjoy eating vegetables? Yes. Do you think you could beat up your best friend in a fist fight? I honestly don't know. But we're talking fist specifically, and I've never punched someone in my life, so probably no. If I gave you an axe right now, would you know how to wield it as a proper weapon? I guess not. Like, I know how you swing it. If you only had 3 rations of food and a starving stranger calls you to your feet begging for one of your rations, would you give one away? Oh, man. I want to say yes. I want to say I would. If you only had 3 rations of water and a dehydrated penguin came waddling up to your feet, stole one from you, and ran away, would you chase after it? No. Does anyone ever tell you that you smell funny? No. Well, you do, just saying. Have you ever wanted to die? Yes, actually. Would you consider yourself to be an alpha? No. Did you even lift? No. Are you skilled in the art of combat? No. But years back with my friends, we were actually doing just like battle training school. We were like throwing sticks at trees to prepare our like ninja fighting skills. I don't think that really did anything for me though. Have you ever killed an animal? Only bugs, and I'm not gonna kill that. If you had to fish to survive, could you do it? Probably, but I don't like to fish. If the spirits of your ancestors were haunting you, would you want to speak to them? Yeah, probably. Have you ever seen a ghost? Again, with the seeing a ghost. I've been around a ghost. Heard a ghost. Let's just say yes. Have you ever seen an alien or alien spacecraft? No. If someone walked up and challenged you to a street fight right now, would you accept the challenge? No. Do you think you're in good enough physical shape to last a week in the wild? Probably not. Do clowns? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be a manipulative little bitch? No. In a high-stress, intense situation, can you easily chill out? When it's not too stressful, yeah, after a certain point I can pull myself together, but if I'm like running from a tiger, probably not. When you're walking through a parked lot, do you ever look over your shoulder because you're worried about someone coming up from behind? Definitely. Would you consider yourself to be an incompetent chef? No. Are you good at building mechanical stuff? No. Are you good at taking shit apart and putting shit back together? No, not really. Do you get nervous facing new challenges that you've never had to deal with before? I mean, Yeah, but I kind of feel like I can figure stuff out. If you were lost in the woods and starving, the only way to survive was to kill and eat a plethora of small critters. Would that take a toll on your conscience? No, because No, because I'm doing it to survive. Like, I'm not just killing them for no reason. Are you comfortable learning how to use new tools without the aid or mentoring of others? Yeah, probably. If a big effing dinosaur was about to eat your ass raw, could you craft a decent enough set of camouflage using only the natural materials around you to evade its predatory advances? Probably not. Do you tend to make a metric ton of noise while using pots and pans? Not pots, but like if stuff is on the skillet and it makes crackling noise, I don't know how you don't make that, so, yeah? Do you think your peers would consider you to be a natural survivor? No. If an alien attempted to communicate with you, do you believe you could convince it not to probe you and use only body language? Maybe, sure. Do you believe that theoretically the Earth is or eventually could be flat? No. Would your best friend consider you to be dumber than the average bear? No. If you had to steal a picnic basket every day from random campers in order to sustain yourself, do you think you'd be able to get away with it for at least 3 months? No. I would get caught. Do you consider yourself to be stealthy? No. If you had to eat bugs and only bugs in order to survive for a year, could you do it? I mean, it's a way to survive, yeah, I guess. If you had to exclusively kill shit with your bare hands in order to obtain food on a regular basis, do you think you could manage to keep yourself from starving? No. Are you afraid of the dark? Yeah. Are you afraid of what could be lurking in the dark? Yes, that's why I'm afraid of the dark. If you were stranded on an island by yourself, could you keep yourself entertained on a regular basis? Maybe. I don't know. I'd sing songs and dance and stuff. Do you ever confuse your left side with your right side? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be directionally challenged? Yeah. Does the thought of being the only person left on Earth sound appealing to you? No. Do you think you could go without? Yes. If you were lost in a forest full of gigantic mushrooms, would you be comfortable hollowing out one? Oh, I'm sorry. Hollowing one out to use as shelter, even though it could potentially kill you with toxins. I mean, comfortable. No, because I'd be scared. If you were lost in a forest full of regular-sized mushrooms, but the mushrooms were all hallucinogenic, would you eat any of them? No. Especially not if I'm out in the wilderness by myself, because then something could attack me, and how would I defend myself if I'm high? If you had to survive by only consuming raw ingredients such as uncooked meat and vegetables, do you believe you can manage to stay alive for a year? I just wouldn't eat the uncooked meat. Ugh. That would, salmonella. If you encountered a cute little talking bunny rabbit in the woods and he offered to lead you to safety and shelter, would you trust and follow? Yeah, I actually would. Do you feel confident in your ability to intimidate a grizzly bear in a life or death situation? No. Are you physically fit enough to climb an average tree? No. Are you physically fit enough to run a full mile without stopping or walking? No. If someone threw a rock at you, do you have good enough hand-eye coordination to catch it before it hits your head? No. I would just go like this and let it hit my arm. If a stranger did in fact throw a rock at your head, would you throw it back? Do you consider yourself to be a convincing liar? No. Do you ever get hangry? Yes. If you were in a dire need of water, and the only water you could find was in a stall pond, would you drink it? Yes. Do you believe that you could manage to survive if you had to consume spiders on a daily basis for sustenance? Yeah, I killed them. Do you believe that you could manage to survive if you had to consume snakes on a daily basis for sustenance? I'd rather eat steaks, to be honest. And you consider yourself to be clumsy. It depends. I guess not. Would you consider yourself to be short-tempered? It depends on the situation, but sure. Have you ever fantasized about being on a survival reality TV? No. Do you think you can manage to survive for 1 year on an island by yourself without any form of medicine? Probably not. Let's be honest. Are you an adrenaline junkie? No. Do you procrastinate over the littlest shit? No. Do you consider yourself to be a warrior spirit? No. I used to think I did, though. Do you always dress warm when it's cold outside? Yes. Do you prefer to be the leader of group activities? No. If you had one shot, one opportunity, would you ever let it go? There's no context to this whatsoever. No? I think that's probably a good place for us to wrap up basic questions. Overall, I'm impressed with how you've answered the majority of what's been asked of you. You're either very honest with your self-observations, which is refreshing to hear, or you're just choosing answers randomly and you're getting luckier than an emphatic anymore. Either way, well done thus far, but we're not finished yet. This next set of questions is going to challenge you mentally. Now I know what you're thinking. You already feel mentally challenged, but just wait. The easy portion of Survivor Dieland test is over. Now let's see how well you manage to handle these ones. Would you rather be a prisoner or a prison guard? Prison guard. Would you rather suffer from silent visual hallucinations or loud audio hallucinations? Silent. Would you rather have to fight to the death against a shark on steroids or one regular giraffe? Giraffe. Would you rather be stranded on an island by yourself or with the one person you hate the most? Alone? If you could have the aid of one companion in terms of survivor, would you rather be a human or an animal? I would say humans, so we could also talk. Would you rather have to, and we could collaborate? Would you rather have to hunt down and eat other humans to survive, or always have plenty of food but be hunted by cannibals? I guess be hunted because I'd rather run than have to attack other people. Would you rather eat raw snails or raw slugs? I guess snails, because people say snails taste good. I don't know about slugs. If you were being held captive by a hostile island tribe, would you rather attempt to escape or attempt to join them? Ooh. I feel like I would have a better shot succeeding in joining them, but then what? You know, they're hostile. What are their intentions? What do they do? Then you're stuck there, and then it's even worse if then you want to escape. So, so attempting to join would be, I guess, survival. Escaping would be the best actual solution. So, to follow my conscience, I guess I would escape. Would you rather hunt, fish, and forage for your food through honest but hard methods, or steal your food from other survivors who already did the hard work? I won't put myself to steal. See, I'm going with my morals. But, like, I don't know what I actually do. If all crime was legal for a single night, would you rather stay home or go out? Stay home. If you were trapped into an underground bunker during a nuclear holocaust, would you rather eat your best friend or eat your favorite pet? If you had to survive by eating canned dog food or canned cat food, which would you choose? Well, this way, I guess dog, because cat has more meat in it. You could kill one innocent person of your choosing in order to escape your own demise. Would you rather kill someone else or die? Well, again, there's no context to the situation, but the fact that they say they're an innocent person and you may or may not have done something to cause a situation or something and made me choose to die because it's like, it's my issues. There's a reason someone innocent should die for that. Would you rather live on Earth during a zombie plague or live on Mars space station? Mars. If you were stranded on an island and you could call for a rescue boat or a rescue helicopter, which would you choose? There's no guarantee that either will arrive to save you. Yes, helicopter, because you'd get back quicker. Would you rather have a lifetime supply of canned tuna or a lifetime supply of raw potatoes? Oh man. If you eat too much tuna, though, you're gonna get mercury poisoning. But tuna would taste better. But I do love potatoes. But what if, like, are we allowed to cook them in this case or not? You know, I don't know. I guess I'll say tuna. Would you rather fight a polar bear to the death using a chainsaw or the person you love the most using your bare hands? I mean, I'd probably survive better if my loved one, but I would fight the polar bear, I guess. Would you rather live through the end of the world or die right before the end of the world? I mean, that depends. If there's a world after the end of the world, I'd like to live through it. But I guess die right before. Would you rather live in a treehouse or live in a cave? Treehouse. Would you rather be a hostage held by terrorists or hold a room full of hostages yourself? So be held. I'm not going to hold anyone hostage. Would you rather punch a horse in the V or kiss a fish on the lips? Let's kiss the fish because the horse would kick you back. Would you rather answer stupid, effed up questions or normal or boring questions? Well, your questions are kind of dumb, so normal. Well, we don't always get what we want. Would you rather drink your own urine or soak in a tub of your best friend's urine? Well, I guess drink my own because I know you can still recycle some water from that, whereas I don't see any reason to soak in a bath with it. Would you rather swim a mile in the ocean or climb a cliffside without a harness? Oh, this is great. So I can barely swim, so I can't swim a mile. And in the ocean, you know, whatever can come get you. But I'm also really bad at climbing. But I guess climbing. Would you rather steal eggs from an eagle's nest for food or kill and eat the eagle? The eggs. Your survival partner is getting a bad case of island sickness, and they're ready to turn on you. Would you rather kill them or keep them hostage? I guess keep them hostage and see if they get better. Would you rather attempt to survive by yourself in the snow or in the desert? Oh, goodness. Man. I don't handle being cold well. But in the desert you get like scorpions and stuff. Ugh. And then dehydration, whereas in the snow, you can always eat like the snow. I don't know. I guess the snow, I might survive better there. Would you rather fire to cook with or tools to build a shelter with? A shelter. Would you rather dip your toe in the water and use yourself as fishing bait, or attempt to capture a wild boar with your bare hands? I guess fishing bait. Would you rather be tortured for days and hideously disfigured by an invading alien race before being set free, or save yourself of the agony and provide information to the aliens that could be disastrous to the human race? Well, let's be real. I would not hold up under torture. Would you rather have to purify your own water but have plenty of food, or have plenty of water but have to hunt and cook your own food? I guess purify the water. Don't you just have to boil it? Would you rather be blind for a year or deaf forever? And for a year. Would you rather have to escape from a kraken in the ocean or escape from a saber-toothed tiger on land? Again, no context. Are you near land where you could get away from the kraken and, he'd be stuck in the ocean? Whereas the tiger could keep getting to you. But also, if you're just on a boat in the middle of the ocean, the kraken's all around you, there's no escape risk. The tiger, you can run. The tiger. If you were stranded alone in the desert and you had a week's worth of food and water, would you rather give up all your food or half of your water? Oh, all of your food for half your water. So in the desert, there's stuff you can eat. There's not very much. And I don't even know, can you eat scorpions? Since they're poisonous. But then the only water is a coconut. Cactus. It's only weeks though. I'm thinking about this way too hard. I guess half with butter, that way at least you have half a week that you can survive on. Would you rather be covered in blood-sucking leeches or covered in fleas and lice? Oh, okay, I guess the fleas and lice. Would you rather be allergic to sunlight or allergic to moonlight? Yes, moonlight. Would you rather be the chieftain of your own tribe on a small island or be a pirate captain sailing a sea with your crew? A chieftain on an island. Would you rather be able to kick a hole through someone's chest or be able to turn invisible for 60 seconds once per day? Turn invisible. Because then I could get away from things. Would you rather explore 100% of our galaxy or explore 100% of the oceans? The galaxy. Would you rather procreate with your worst enemy or let the human race cease to exist? I guess procreate. Would you rather fight off vultures to eat a rotting boar carcass or fight off a mountain lion to eat a freshly killed gazelle? The vultures, because I could probably fight them off. Would you rather be able to communicate with hamsters or communicate with rats? I guess hamsters. Would you rather defend yourself in open water against a school of piranhas or defend yourself in the trees against vicious chimpanzees? Chimpanzees, because I can't swim. Would you rather push a button and destroy all humans on Earth or push a button and destroy all animals? All humans. Would you rather know how to punch it up with an axe? Be insanely badass marksman, because you can keep your distance. Would you rather be able to dodge arrows, Matrix style, or be able to fire arrows like Legolas? I mean, I've always wanted to shoot arrows, but if you can dodge things, then you don't have to attack other people. Would you rather be part of a kick-ass group of survivors who you don't trust, or an incredibly useless group of survivors who you know won't turn on you? I guess awful, because the kick-ass might kick you out for the sake of knowing that you're useless. Would you rather know how to find food wherever you go or build shelter wherever you are? Find food. Would you rather have to dodge Oprah Winfrey attempting to sit on your face or crawl on your hands and knees through a dark room filled with scorpions? Oprah. Damn, you really are hardcore. Oh my god. I'm almost done assessing your survival capabilities based on your answers, but there's a few more questions I'd like to ask you before I give you my thoughts. I'm going to give you a few scenarios, and you're going to answer with what you personally believe is the best choice possible from the given options. Now, sometimes when it comes to survival, there are no good options. There are only slightly less shitty options, and then some real effing awful ones. With that being said, I want you to think very carefully before providing an answer. You'd be amazed at how easily you can overlook some choices or dismiss certain actions. I could actually save your life, as silly as that may sound. Remember to take your time and think carefully. These scenarios may drastically impact my analysis of you. Without further ado, let's dive right in, shall we? You are committed against your will into an insane asylum. You know you don't belong there, but matters get worse when you find out the doctors are performing disturbing experiments on the patients. What do you do? Take the head of the facility hostage, offer to join the staff and perform your own experiments, convince the patients to riot and massacre the doctors, consider that you might be crazy and do belong there. Well, I wouldn't just give up, because they're performing exterminating experiments. I would not want to participate. So what I would actually do is convince patients to riot and then take the guy hostage. I should massacre the doctor. So I guess take them hostage. But I do it with other patients. You've been convicted of a crime in which you did not commit. The sentence is life in prison. You are escorted to your new cell where you met by your cellmate. They have an offer for you. Your new cellmate tells you that he has devised a plan with the other prisoners to riot and break out of prison tomorrow night. What do? Join, attempt to escape. Turn my cellmate in, hoping for a reward. Ignore my cellmate and stay out of it. See how things turn out and devise my own plan. Escape. Yes, attempt to escape. You are in a disturbing reality TV show where contestants have to split up on an island, track each other down, and execute one another to gain their freedom. What do? May strong survive and weak perish. Try to convince the contestants to band together, befriend the contestants and turn on them. Take the host of the show hostage and bargain for freedom. I mean, this is probably really what I do, but the thing is would they back up? I don't know. You're on a fishy boat, but you see black sails in the distance. Pirates are coming right for you, and you have no weaponry. What do? Hop in the water and start swimming. You know, if I could swim, maybe. Attempt to outrun them, even though they move quicker. Stay put and let them capture you, play down your boat, and hope they fall apart. I mean, it sounds like you can't get away anyway, so probably play dead. You've been squatting in an old abandoned mansion for a couple of nights when you start hearing bizarre noises coming from the walls. Things start to get creepier when you begin to see dark figures moving across the room. Objects falling over on their own, and finally disembodied whispers in your ear that sound close but simultaneously far away. What do? You can go back to being homeless. Attempt to investigate. Ignore. In a binaural mansion. While you try to investigate. Oh, what's coming out? Okay. Your 85-year-old neighbor is standing in your house with blood dripping from her mouth. She turns, looking at you, and begins to growl. Suddenly, she charges. Grab nearest object, smash her. Run away, lock yourself in the room. Attempt to restrain her, prevent her from hurting herself. Attempt to run out of the house, screaming for help. Well, is she in the way of the front door or not? Try to get outside, because that's going to be the smartest option. If you lock yourself in your room, you're just stuck in there. Your best friend has just made you your favorite meal. Your dog sneaks a bite of it before you can try it and suddenly drops dead. What do? Ask my friend if they poisoned the food. Take my friend's head in immediately. Assume my dog died of some natural causes. Make my friend take a bite of the food. I mean, I probably really would actually just ask, but I would say they're going to be telling the truth. You're stuck in a bunker with a random stranger in a post-apocalyptic world. The stranger owns the bunker, but after a couple days, you stumble upon a stash of human meat in the freezer. What do? Ignore it. Don't ask questions. Question the stranger about the meat. Kill the stranger and take over the bunker. Quietly sneak away without saying a word. In this situation, I'd probably just ignore it. You're driving down the road in the pitch of night when you hit something with your car. You pull over and get out, but you don't see anything to the road. Just then you hear a loud growling coming from underneath your car. Your knees and look under the car, get in the car and drive away, get in my car and call the authorities. Back away from the car and keep the distance. Let me get in the car and drive away. Your best friend has just come over to your house. You have your family around you. And then your friend tells you that they've tested positive for incredibly deadly infectious disease and they need your advice. What do? Ask them to get out of your house immediately. Kick them for endangering you. Ask them to spread the disease to your enemies. Don't ask questions and give sound advice. I don't know why. I'm having lemon water and it's like making my nose get stuffed. During a zombie outbreak, your friend is starting to look ill. You know they're going to turn soon and there's no saving them. What do? Mercy kill my friend and put them out of their misery. Try to go outside and find someone who might have a cure Push them outside so I don't have to deal with it. Sit and wait for them to turn and then swiftly execute them. Mercy kill them. You're attempting to escape from a vicious supernatural creature in the woods. You have your child with you, and they won't stop crying, giving away your position. What do you do? Kill the child. Use the child as bait. Try to console your child before it's too late. Protect my child. If we die, we die together. Try to console. You find a briefcase full of money and a vial of liquid labeled "The Cure for Cancer." What do you do? Shun the briefcase and your authorities. Take the money and leave the cure. Take the cure and leave the money. Take the briefcase for yourself. Get to the authorities. Who knows if they'd actually use it though? You just got really high and you've got the munchies. But your neighbor's the only person around with food. What do you do? Knock on the door and ask if they can spare food. Go hungry, sneak in, steal, offer drugs in exchange for food. Legit, probably give away the drugs because I wouldn't be high anyways. Well, I think that should about cover everything I need in order to assess your survival skills and mentality. Some of your answers surprised me. Some of your answers I could have predicted before I even gave you the options. Regardless, I have a feeling you won't expect what I'm going to share with you. Let me explain to you just what I think of all this. Based on what you shared with me and my expert assessment of the answers given, I'm going to paint you a little picture. I can see you running through an open field into the late hours of the night, but what is it you're running from, I wonder? Just now, I see a large, spherical, solid metal aircraft hovering above you, chasing you down fast with heat trails blazing from behind it. This thing is moving faster than a crackhead running back home before his parole officer gets there. You eventually grow tired from running so long, and you stop to take a breath, and that's when this thing stops directly over your head. You tilt your head upward, gazing at its bright, shiny lights. It sits hovering above you like a bird in a tree, and the uncomfortable thought of it shitting on you enters your mind for a moment. Just then, a massive beam of light shines down upon you, and you slowly begin to float upward towards the globe-like metal aircraft. Your body feels weightless, and you ascend towards the sky, so weightless that you can't help but look down at your body and see if you're actually physically shimmer. But unfortunately, this isn't the new, as seen on TV, miracle weight loss device you ordered, and you're still fat, though you might have burned a few extra calories from all the running you did, so that's a major plus. Sometimes you just gotta look on the bright side. Speaking of bright side, these lights are so illuminating that they begin to make you feel sick to your stomach. And just as you're about to projectile vomit your large intestine out of your face hole, you reach the aircraft and stop moving. You look around for a moment, but you see nothing. As your eyes have yet to adjust to the parity between bright lights and pitch black darkness that now envelops you. After a few moments, you begin to make out metallic furnishings that decorate this alien chamber. The vessel is aligned on the inside with metal tables, metal sinks, metal chairs, metal benches. You get the sense that attempting to use any of these furnishings would be very hard, cold, and uncomfortable. Then you turn around 180 degrees, and you're now face to face with a grotesque life form of which you've never been previously acquainted with in your lifetime. Your heartbeat quickens, you begin to sweat profusely, and for some reason, you're slightly aroused, but you try to ignore that fact. The hideous life form, dripping with pus and oozing blood globules from its many deformed faces, somehow speaks perfectly in your native tongue. You then realize it's communicating with you telepathically. It explains to you that you are now a prisoner aboard the Calecloquian ship, ancient race of tyrannical entities and beings that live only to conquer and destroy. However, they are... Oh, I didn't mean to skip that. They explain to you that in return back to your home planet, fully intact with no harm done to you, they would like information about your race so that they may attempt to conquer it in 100 years from now. They also offer you a coupon for 50% off your next McDonald's order, and you feel like it's just too good of a bargain to turn down. You try to answer as many of their questions about the human race as possible, without giving too much information about our defensive capabilities. You speak only when spoken to, and you give only answers to questions you're asked. Ultimately, you give just enough information to satisfy the inquiring minds of this alien race. More importantly, keep yourself alive. They decide to beam you down, back into the field where you were visually picked up, but not before shocking your memory, so you cannot remember what exactly took place that night. You remember very little, but you now suffer from the occasional migraine when faced with some bright lights. And upon reaching into your pocket, you've been curiously acquired a 50% off coupon from McDonald's. Unfortunately, the coupon is only valid on planet Calicloquia, and you have no idea what the F that means. Your chance of surviving an alien interrogation is very high. Congratulations. Not many people can survive in this sort of situation, but you've got the smarts to make it happen. If you tell the aliens too much or too little, it could mean your end, but you nailed it. Your secret word is abducted. Remember this and leave it in a comment for us to use in our free future. The result is by being so many different variables. It may vary with each playthrough dependent on a multitude of factors. We hope you enjoyed your experience and learned a little more about how your brain works when presented with different survival situations, conflicts, and altercations. I also hope you had a laugh and squeaked out a smile at some point during this experience. So that was Survivor Dieland. I would apparently survive an alien abduction. Which really, funny because I only picked that I would give them information because I wouldn't survive torture. So it's really funny. But okay. Yeah, it was pretty funny, but it wasn't actually that different than their other games, to be honest. But let me know in the comments below if you've played it and what your result was. And until next time.